Can the elves die? Can Mrs. Claus die? Do you ever take off your hat? What happens if they don't have chimneys? Mrs. Claus have any powers? What does she do? How can you watch everyone?
See, I'm sweating.
Welcome to the Princeton Podcast, where we talk about upcoming events, news, and local businesses. This is Princeton. Play here, stay here.
Before we get started today, just a reminder to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. We're also recording on YouTube, so be sure to subscribe at This is Princeton MN. Hey everybody, and welcome to the Princeton Podcast. I'm here with Mary Patnoe. Zach Kitzman is behind the camera today. And today's broadcast is brought to you by Kitzman Creations.
Today we have a very, very, very special guest on the podcast. Santa Claus himself is here. And to help us out, we also have Harper and Berkeley Cloutier. Welcome to you all. And Santa, we have so many questions for you. I'm going to
Ask away.
hand it over to the girls here first. You want us to start with the questions?
Okay. Well, I'm not sure if we were kind of talking beforehand. I'm not sure if we got it on video, but we were asking about how many cookies Santa eats in one Christmas Eve.
As many as I can.
As many as he can. Do you guys have any idea how many that might be? Like 10?
That's right.
Over 1 million.
Over a million? In one night.
Yep.
How many cookies we make?
Yeah, how many do you leave out for Santa?
5, probably.
Yeah, so think about that.
You'll have to
All the houses in the whole world, if they all leave out 5 cookies.
Probably tons.
Tons. I would agree with you. Tons.
What did you ask Santa before we had the cameras rolling about the cookies?
I don't know.
His favorite?
Homemade.
Yep.
His favorite is homemade. Why, Santa, is that your favorite?
Because when the kids are making cookies for me, they're putting all the love into it, and it just makes it taste better.
That's for sure. Do you guys make your own cookies?
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
What's your favorite part of making cookies?
Decorations.
Yes.
Sprinkled with your love.
Yeah, just like
Yep.
Santa said. Exactly.
So what about like the milk? You guzzle all those glasses down no matter what? If
Yep.
it's almond milk, regular milk, soy milk?
Soy milk. Yes.
Don't leave out soy milk.
Yeah. Milk from a cow is the best.
That's your favorite.
Yep. That's my favorite.
I don't
But-
like milk.
I have a recipe for chocolate milk. Hot chocolate that is the best. It's over 1,000 years old.
My goodness.
My elves make it for me.
What is it? What is special about it?
Well, I guess you'd have to ask the elf because she makes it.
Again, the elves. We should have invited some elves.
I watched an elf movie.
You love the elf movie.
I see that on your sweatshirts.
What was your question?
Go ahead. See.
Does Santa have a phone?
Yes, I do.
Did you bring it?
Yep, it's in the car.
What does the car look like?
It's red.
Because Santa can't land the sleigh
Yep.
right here, yeah, because he can't, we don't want to, Santa is magical on Christmas Eve, so he has to kind of sort of hide from the regular crowd during the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just drive a car like
Otherwise,
everybody
he'd bombard
else.
me.
Yeah, otherwise, can you imagine if you're coming home from school, all of a sudden you see this sleigh in the middle of the day coming down? Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
Because what do you have to do before Santa will come visit you? Do you stay up all night, or what do you do?
I don't know either.
You don't know?
What do we have to do?
Make cookies
Make
and
cookies.
Yeah.
milk.
And milk.
Yep. And you get that all set out, and now it's nighttime, and what do you do before Santa will come by?
Get nestled into your beds and go to...
Sleep.
Go to
Yes.
sleep. Right. So that's why Santa doesn't usually go around in the sleigh at this time of day, because you guys are all awake.
It's too early.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Santa's sleigh, do you guys have any questions about who flies that?
Santa, probably.
Yep.
With the help of who?
Nope.
And the reindeer.
The
There you go.
reindeer. And who leads it?
Who can tell me their names?
Dasher. Prancer. Blitzen. Rudolph. Comet. I don't know anyone else. Me either.
Donner. Did we say Blitzen already?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cupid?
Yep.
Cupid? Isn't there a Cupid?
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did we get all of them? Who are we missing?
I said Rudolph.
Yeah, you did
Yeah.
say Rudolph.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we may have gotten them all.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about those reindeer? Are some of them naughty? Are they all nice? Are
they
they
talk?
goofy?
Ooh, yeah, do they
They
talk?
only talk to Santa.
Oh.
Not even Mrs. Claus.
Well, yeah, they do talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, some of them are naughty.
Who?
I can't tell you.
The reindeer. If some of them are really silly and funny and like to goof off.
Our elf is really funny.
Maybe those reindeer get it from the elves. Do you think so? Their silliness?
Yeah, but how do the elves get them?
I don't know. You had a question about the toys. What was your
How
question?
many toys do you make in a day?
In a day? Oh, too many to count. Way too many to count.
Probably hundreds.
Oh, I
Probably,
bet.
yep.
Hundreds and hundreds
Yep.
in a day, don't you think? Because think of all the lists that all the kids around the world are making. Mm-hmm. What about the two of you? What did you put on your list?
I don't know. A squishmallow, but it's a snowman.
Mm-hmm.
And a Barbie dollhouse. I don't know.
Do you want an Olaf Squishmallow?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
What
I
about
want a reindeer squishmallow.
Reindeer? Okay.
Okay.
Rudolph or
I want to watch.
a watch?
Mm-hmm.
I want any kind of reindeer. Squishmallow.
I don't know about that.
I want a fun too.
Well, maybe mom says no phones for quite a while, Santa.
Okay.
We'll take that
Okay,
one off
yep.
their list.
Yeah.
A watch.
A watch, maybe.
A watch for sure. If we don't
Okay.
have it for sure. Berkeley, stop.
Did you know that moms and dads kind of have conversations like write little notes for Santa too?
No.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes they do. Mm-hmm.
I had to write a note to Santa one time because my daughter, Cece, you guys probably know Cece, she asked for a pig for Christmas. And so I had to write a note to Santa and say, we don't have room for a pig and we're never home and we can't take care of a pig. So please, please, please don't bring her a real pig. And he brought her a little stuffed pig. It was just perfect. And she's had that little pig for ever since she got it. And she sleeps with that little piggy every single night, Santa, still to this day. So thank you for not bringing a real live pig for us to wake up to on Christmas morning.
That would've been-
That would have been interesting.
We were a little nervous.
Good job, Santa.
So let's see what
The
else.
stuffed one would be better than a real one.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
I get a lot of notes like that.
Yeah, I bet you do. What about what do the reindeer eat?
Every time we stop at a house, I let them have a cookie.
Oh,
But normally they eat grain, hay, and carrots.
and carrots.
Some people leave carrots for them too.
You guys mentioned you've done that before,
I
right?
watched a movie that says they eated something, not just carrots and not just cookies.
What else?
Do you remember?
No.
Was it chocolate?
No.
No.
Chair.
We leave out carrots for the reindeer every
Yep.
year.
So what about a naughty and nice list? Does that exist?
Yes, it does.
Ooh,
Oh.
I was never sure.
Do you think you're on the nice list or the naughty list?
I don't know.
Do you want to ask that or do you want to keep it a secret?
I'm gonna wait until Christmas.
See if you get any presents. That's a good idea. More cool.
You too?
Yeah.
You're gonna wait and see. Uh-huh.
I think you guys are on the nice list.
I think so too.
Do
Yep.
you know an elf? That's named Chippy.
Chippy, yep.
I bet there's a lot of elves.
Oh, there's thousands of elves.
Do you
Thousands.
know Willow?
Yep.
You have a friend named Willow, right?
These are all elves that you know?
Well, Willow is a person friend.
Yep.
Do you know Shelby?
Oh, now you're asking about people.
Are you?
Okay.
Did your friends ask you to see if they were on the nice list?
No. Who's on the nice list and who's on the naughty list?
Oh.
I
That
think
would
that,
take a long time.
yeah. And it's
There's
probably,
only some people. No, a
Uh,
lot of people.
yeah.
the nice list I bet is longer than the naughty list.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. That's
It
good to
only
know.
takes me a few hours to go through the naughty list.
But the nice list.
takes days.
And I bet kids still have time to make up.
Oh, yes, yes.
They can be
They can be
really,
naughty,
really.
And then pretty soon it can be really nice.
So they can move from the naughty to
Yep.
the nice list.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Is it like a book or a piece of paper?
It's a piece of paper that rolls up together. So I unroll it.
And unroll it and unroll it and unroll it.
Every Christmas
Give
Eve.
me yeah, every Christmas Eve. Isn't that something?
On Christmas.
Really long.
It probably is.
On
Maybe
Christmas.
change every Christmas.
Yep.
Yep.
The naughty list gets really, really small. There's only like 2 or 3 kids that stay on the naughty list at Christmas.
Wow.
They start out on the bad list,
Um,
and then boom, they go over to their good list.
so there probably is hundreds on the good list.
Many, many on the good list. Mm-hmm.
Can you switch them to the naughty or nice list?
Yep.
Well, if they're on nice, they probably could go on naughty.
Well, that's true
Yeah, they
too.
probably
I mean,
Yep.
you really have to be good all year, right? And then I bet
Every
it
day.
gets as it gets
Yes.
closer to Christmas,
The nicer they get.
the nicer they get.
Do elves get presents?
Yes, they do.
Do reindeers get presents?
Yep.
I bet they work so hard.
They
Yes,
deserve a
they
present.
Work, they work really hard.
So what do you do after Christmas Eve and you've arrived back to the North Pole and Mrs. Claus is there? I bet you're tired. Do you guys go on a
Oh, yes.
vacation?
Yes, we do. It's 1 week, and it's really warm. And that's it.
Yeah.
Then as soon as I get
Elves ever
back,
get sick?
yes. Yep.
It happens. Happens to everybody.
What happens if they get sick on Christmas?
We have backup.
I do not know what that is.
They have so many elves so they can fill
Step into
in.
that spot and take over for them.
Probably like if you have a substitute teacher, they have substitute elves too.
So we never have to worry.
Yep.
What if all of them are there?
What?
What if all of them are there?
That's probably a good
That's
thing
good.
if they're
Yeah.
all
Yep.
there.
Yep.
They get to have a day off.
Making toys,
Yep.
wrapping toys.
So did you hear that Santa said after Christmas he only takes 1 week and then they start making toys again?
What?
Yep.
Right
I
away.
was sure you slept for at least a month straight.
Nope. 1 week. When I get home, I go to sleep after I have my hot chocolate. And I sleep. After I wake up, we all go to our little secret spot.
Your warm spot.
And as soon as we get back, we start making toys
Where do the elves sleep?
in their beds
Where are their beds?
at the North Pole.
What do you think the North Pole looks like?
Snow. Lots of snow.
I think so too.
Lots of snow on the top.
Maybe mountains of snow.
On the top,
That's what I think.
But
I
if you
think
go
it's
underneath-
magical.
it's a city.
I suppose you would need that because
Yep.
you need to have food and all the things that you need to keep strong during the year to make all your toys.
Yep.
Like, do you have a coffee shop you can go in and
Oh, yeah.
grab a coffee at?
Yep. They have coffee shops.
Hot chocolate.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Like candy canes there.
Yep. Make candy canes. All our toys are made there. All our candy canes are made there
Where do you make the toys?
in the workshops.
The elves are so little. How do they build the stuff? That's so big.
They're really crafty.
Do you ever have to do things where it takes more than one person to do something? Like if you're going to make something or do a project, do you ever work with your sister? Where it's just much easier if you use more than one person?
Do we do that?
Yes.
We have little ladders that we crawl up too. When they're
Do you get
Working on 'em.
stuck in the chimneys?
Santa has magic that whenever I get to a chimney or a roof that has no chimney, as soon as I get out of the sleigh, I sprinkle some magic and there's a tube. I go down that tube and then inside the house opens up into a big chimney or a big fireplace. I get out, do my stuff, jump back up, away I go.
Then you go to the next house.
Yep.
And then to the next house.
And then
That's
to the
so
next house.
cool.
And then to the next house.
Yes.
What happens if they don't have chimneys?
I make just the magic and zip, down I go.
And then go back.
Just a wiggle of my nose. Boop.
So it appears and then it goes away.
Yeah.
All
Yep.
while you're sleeping.
Do you get sick?
Yes. Never on Christmas Eve.
And brings their presents for you when you get sick.
I never get sick on Christmas.
That's probably part of your magic, right?
Yep.
Santa's magical.
Where do you get your magic from?
All you kids
Oh,
believe in Santa?
I do not have.
it's your belief in Santa.
Yeah. And like when we sing Christmas songs, does that help?
Yes, it does.
I know that reminds me of that elf
Yes.
singing Christmas cheer for
Your shirt says that, doesn't it?
what singing loud for all to hear.
Mm-hmm.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Do you want to play it?
Play it so we can all hear it.
No.
Someone need a hug. Oh my God! Santa's here? I know him.
Do you have another question?
I love it.
Can the elves die?
Ooh.
No.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
Me
That's
too.
pretty neat.
Just like Santa.
Can Mrs. Claus die?
Nope.
You guys have some hard-hitting
Yeah.
questions.
Yes,
Wow.
these are really good. And I'm so glad to hear that.
Yes.
I'm so glad to hear that too.
Burning hot.
Say it again.
Yeah.
What if the cookies get burning hot?
If the cookies are burning hot, what do we do?
Blow on them.
Problem solve.
What if that does not? What if that does not help it?
It always does.
Yep.
Or give the burned ones to your dad and make new ones. Are you talking about you making them?
Or you could.
Just let them sit for a minute, maybe, and cool off. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So does Rudolph, is his nose always glowing, or is it just when you're flying, when you need to see?
No, if he gets nervous, it glows.
Okay.
But otherwise, it's dim. Mm-hmm. It's off.
And the reindeer are the ones that guide you,
Yep.
pretty much, and you're just along for the ride
I'm
and
just
dropping
along
off
for
the
the ride.
gifts.
Rangers' noses look like.
Well, Rudolph's is red. The rest of them are all little brown noses.
Kind of like a dog, maybe,
Yep.
or
Yep.
Do you ever take off your hat?
No.
That's part of Santa's look.
Even when you sleep.
Yep.
And plus, at the North Pole, I bet it's cold.
It is.
So this is
It's
probably
very
hard
cold.
for you today to be here when it's so
very
warm.
hard.
Does it stay on?
See, I'm sweating.
Yeah, because it's
It's
so
so
hot.
warm here for
Yes.
Santa.
We're going to probably have to wrap it up here pretty soon because Santa's probably getting very warm.
Not
It's a
used to
warm
this.
day. Yeah. And I bet you have a lot of work to do
I
yet.
got a lot of work. Lots of work.
What if you get cold?
What if I get cold?
You just leave your stuff on.
Look at this. I mean, that's pretty warm.
Keeps me really warm. And I got my mittens. They keep me warm.
Yep.
Do you always stay in that red suit?
No. I usually take it off and then I get into my lounging clothes.
He's like, he has jammies too.
Yeah.
Yep.
We like to get in our PJs too.
Do you have lots of books?
Yep. We have a whole library up there.
Do you think Santa has a favorite book?
What is your favorite book?
Christmas.
Christmas books.
Probably.
Yeah, that makes sense,
Yeah.
right?
Maybe all the Christmas books.
Yes.
The
I
night
bet so.
before Christmas is
That's
my
my favorite.
favorite.
Yep.
Yes.
For Christmas.
Are the books like are they real? Not real books, but like are they real
Like real stories?
yeah.
Yep. Yes, sir.
When you touch anything, do they get magic on something?
On Christmas.
Christmas is the magical day, right?
I can walk underneath a doorway and little mistletoe show up.
Does Mrs. Claus have any powers? What does she do in the North Pole?
She takes care of everything. All the elves, she makes sure they're all.
She makes food.
Yep, makes food.
Oh, I bet she's a good
Yeah,
cook.
she's a very good cook.
Yeah, I bet.
Ooh, what's Mrs. Claus's best meal she makes?
Is there a lot?
There's a lot.
Does she make lasagna?
Oh, yeah, but I like the favorite one I like is her chili.
Ooh, chili.
Yep.
Yum.
You guys will have to remember that on Christmas Eve.
You should tell her that.
Yeah.
She knows.
Yeah. Do you each want to ask one more question?
How can you watch everyone?
I have a magic globe that I look into and it scans everybody. Every little kid that's sleeping, playing, I know exactly what they're doing.
Is it big or small?
Medium. About that size.
Wow.
That's pretty neat. Do you have one more question?
No.
No.
What do we say to Santa for telling us all these answers?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us and visiting us and taking time out of your busy, busy, busy schedule.
Yeah, this is a busy time. So thank you, Santa and Harper and Berkeley, for joining us today on the podcast, and to our sponsor, Kitzman Creations. And until next time, this is Kim, Mary, and Zach signing off. This is Princeton. Stay here, play here. Podcast produced by Kitzman Creations. Music by Charles Moe. Be sure to subscribe to the Princeton Podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Also, to view our awkward moments, check us out on our YouTube channel and visit us at www.thisisprincetonmn.co.